House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said this week that he's open to an impeachment inquiry of President Biden, and plenty of House Republicans are lining up behind the Speaker on that. My next guest is a conservative Republican who represents the 3rd District of Tennessee in the U.S. Congress, and we're happy to welcome Chuck Fleischmann back to our show here in Nashville. Well, what a crazy time to be in the Congress, right?
Yes, but Mike, we need more conservatives in the Congress, so crazy time, but a time to save our great nation.
Well, I think what the Speaker did this week, I'm 100% behind him with, and that is he's not rushing into articles of impeachment because that's not going to go anywhere in the Senate right now. But he's saying we'll open an inquiry, which means that there's a little bit more teeth in what the Congress can do in bringing witnesses forward and getting information.
Well, Governor, you're so right. One of the greatest travesties in American history and American justice were the 2 failed impeachments of our late, great president, Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump did nothing wrong twice, and Nancy Pelosi impeached him. That was outrageous. But right now, we've got to be careful. I'm a lawyer by profession. We want to be thorough. We want to get all the facts out. I trust Jamie Comer and Jim Jordan to get it right, and we're going to get the truth out for the American people.
And I think that's something that I've been saying to people this week is don't push members of Congress to rush in because we need to get the facts dribbling out so that the media just can't ignore it anymore. They have to report it. They have to look at it. And even Democrats in the Congress will have to say, some of this stuff I can't defend.
You would hope so, but I tell you what, the Democratic Party today, whether it's in the House, the Senate, or the White House, it's a party of disgrace. What they are doing to this country. Look, Republicans and Democrats have always had differences, but when you see what the Democratic Party has done, but thank God Republicans have the House of Representatives. We retired Nancy Pelosi, which is so important. McCarthy and his leadership team, yes, are doing a good job.
I think they are, and it's not easy because there are factions within the Republican caucus. So, you know, it's not that everybody agrees on everything. Congressman, this week was another week where the special counsel, you know, that's going after Donald Trump, files some more indictments. But every time that happens, his approval and his support among voters goes up, not down. Explain that for us.
Well, Governor, as you know, I'm a great fan of Donald Trump. So I've endorsed him. I think he was a great president. And I want him back. I want him back. Now, having said that, this special counsel, whether it's in New York, whether it's in Georgia, and now they went from 37 to 40 charges, or trumped-up charges, excuse the pun, but when you look at it, you have to say the American people are smart. We believe in the rule of law, we believe in God, we believe in the Constitution, and the people know better than these prosecutors that are doing this, and every time they take a jab at President Trump, his ratings go up. Why? Because the American people know better than these radical left-wing pundits.
The whistleblower testimony this week was very revealing. And one of the whistleblowers is admittedly a Democrat. He's a liberal. But he's also a person who loves his country and believes in the rule of law. And what he saw, he knew he could not be silent about anymore. So do you think things are beginning to break free a little bit more?
I hope and pray so. I think so. Ultimately, the truth comes out, and I think it will come out. But the American people, whether you're a Republican or Democrat or independent, want a fair and impartial justice system. That's part of the backbone and the fabric of our great nation. And when you see 2 or 3 standards of justice in our country based on what your political ethos is, people stand up and say, no, I don't want that. I believe in the American justice system. I'm a lawyer, but it is broken right now in some places. We need to fix that for the good of our great republic.
Final question this week. Robert Kennedy, obviously a Democrat and running for president, was sitting before Congress to talk about censorship, and his own party did everything they could to try to censor him in a committee hearing about censorship. It was the greatest irony I've ever seen in a committee hearing.
Liberals love free speech when it's liberal speech, but when it's conservative speech, they move to censor. But once again, all across this great nation, people are coming together. Conservatives are rising up, standing up for our Constitution, for our great Bill of Rights. And guess what, Mike? We're going to get this country back. We're going to keep the House. We're going to win the Senate. We're going to get the White House back and turn this country around.
Well, obviously, that's what we need to do.
Yes,
Congressman,
sir.
it's always great having you here.
Pleasure.
Thank you for coming back, and you do a great job of representing those folks over in the Chattanooga area in the 3rd District of Tennessee. Now, for our audience, you're going to want to follow what the Congressman's up to online, and you can do that with all the links that we have for you. If you go to Huckabee.tv, we will connect you directly to the Congressman. Hey, Mike Huckabee here. Listen, if you love your mom, apple pie, and being conservative, you know you ought to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and click the like button, and show all the leftists out there that conservatives are thriving and patriotism is far from dead. Am I pandering too much? No way. I'm just getting started.